The Chaunce Hayden Show is sponsored by Stitcher Radio. Listen on the go via the Stitcher mobile app. For more information, go to Stitcher.com/GFQ. Location provided by Sapphire New York. Visit them at nysapphire.com.
You think you have me all down, you think me have me, I will always be one step ahead.
Don't hurt me, for real. Look at her teeth! No, she has fangs! I'm not even kidding! Oh God! Oh God! Oh my God, are you insane? Hey everybody, welcome to the Chaunce Hayden Show. We're broadcasting live from the Sapphire Gentlemen's Club in New York City, home of the world's greatest dancers. We've been off the air for 3 weeks because I've had some legal troubles, which I think I've resolved. So hopefully now, going forward, we will never have another vacation again.
Okay.
I'm praying because I miss the show. I miss not doing the show. On Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock, if I'm not here, I'm curled up in a ball or on the verge of going to prison.
All right. Well, we don't want that.
No.
Okay.
So hopefully no one will be here.
Okay.
And I'm glad we're here tonight because I've been dying to have tonight's guest on the show for so long. Because you are one of the most interesting people in the world.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll take it.
And you have a man's name, which is the most interesting thing. Your first name is Greg.
Yes.
Last name Murray.
Murray? Morris. No, it's Morris.
Morris. Oh, is it Murray or Morris?
Greg Morris, like the guy from Mission Impossible.
Why did I think Murray?
I don't know, but it'll work. You're probably thinking of the Murray.
Morris. Greg, all right, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Greg Morris. Mm-hmm. Why did your parents name you Greg?
Okay. The easy version is they wanted a boy, which is not the truth. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the truth is that there was a book out, and there were 3 women that went to New York City, and one was supposed to be in PR and marketing, and you know what? Her name was Greg. It was a famous story at the time, and my mom wanted me to be Greg. So, well, actually, she didn't.
So
my
you're
dad and my
like the female
did.
version. I know the song "A Boy Named Sue."
Yes.
You're a girl named Greg.
I'm a girl named Greg.
Did you have to fight your whole life?
Of course.
Just like Boy Named Sue?
All the male goes to Mr.
But in a way, being called Greg is sexy too.
Yeah.
When you look like you. Like if you look like a boy and your name was Greg, it would be a whole different story. But because you're so sexy, it's kind of cool that your name's Greg.
I would have been jacked up.
And Chaunce, do you know where she was born?
I do know where she was born.
Where?
In Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Jamaica, Queens.
He knows. He knows.
I know.
Yeah.
You don't have to butt in. I know my guess. I just didn't know her last name. That's the only thing.
I knows a lot.
I actually did know your last name.
Yeah.
I just like Murray better.
That's all right. You know, it's a good name. But no, it's been a very, very interesting story having that kind of a name because you realize that. You know, people just, even now, people just really don't understand.
No, you understand.
They don't get it.
Wait a minute. We're so far beyond that at this point.
Good.
I was done with your name at least 3 minutes ago.
Okay, sorry.
No?
Okay, all right. Back to whatever. What are we talking about?
I'm giving you a hard time I'm giving you a hard time because I'm easing.
The music threw me off.
I'm easing your anxiety because your history and your past is interesting for many reasons, right? And you don't do many interviews. You don't come in and talk to people. But one of the things, and there are so many things about you that are fascinating. But can we just get rid of the big giant pink elephant in the room before we move on to other things about your life?
Okay.
All right. So basically,
and we'll edit that out and we'll get rid of the big pink elephant.
You were involved with Brad Pitt for how many years?
0.
You know, I'm trying to ease into this.
I know. Okay.
No,
Brad Pitt.
Tell me about Brad Pitt.
12 years.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
How big was his wiener?
Oh God, we can do the wiener thing.
Hey, we can do the other thing, but the other guy we're going to talk about next.
Oh.
I just thought we'd do Brad Pitt.
Okay.
No, so let's say.
Here's my interview, the one that I finally came out the box for.
And this is what you came out of the box for.
Okay.
This is the nightmare of your life.
Here's the game.
Eddie Murphy.
Yes, about him.
You lived with him for how many years?
Didn't really live there, but was
With them.
for 12 years.
So you know him pretty good. You were at the compound in Englewood. You know the whole thing. Eddie Murphy is such a private guy. All right, he's so protective of his name, his brand, his lifestyle.
Very much
So we don't know a lot about Eddie Murphy. The things we do know are shocking.
Right.
Like the most shocking thing about Eddie Murphy was when he got arrested for being with a transsexual.
Yes.
And the whole world to this day has fun with that.
Right.
You were with them during that time.
Absolutely.
So what? Can we just talk about that for 5 minutes?
Sure.
Tell me what you were doing the day Eddie Murphy got arrested for being with a transsexual.
I was probably on the cover of a magazine. I was traveling around the world. I heard it like everybody else.
Were you shocked?
Yeah.
You were shocked.
Completely.
Does he call you first, or do you find out about it and call him?
Eddie calls me.
Before the rest of us heard about it.
Eddie calls me, and I have a sacred relationship with him, and that is exactly why, because I know things that other people don't
How does
know.
he put it to you? What does he say?
Don't believe the bullshit.
That's the first thing he says.
Don't believe the bullshit.
So
With power comes
did he tell
power.
Did he tell you then what was the truth and what wasn't?
I'd really like not to discuss that.
I know you wouldn't.
You know what? Yeah,
But you don't have to tell me what he said. I'm just asking if he told you what really happened.
Yes.
He did. All right. Was the story of what really happened as shocking as the story that we think happened? And by the way, what's so wrong with being... Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something, and you listen to me.
Yes.
I would not be ashamed to be caught with a transsexual. Some of the most beautiful shims in the world have penises. Have you ever been with a transsexual? He or she. She and him.
I thought that was a she-male.
Yeah, shim.
Okay.
Whatever. Well, but
Fancy words, Chaunce.
a guy,
I don't know these things, okay?
a dude with a wiener.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong, and I swear I believe this.
Okay.
Does not make you gay. Doesn't even make you bi if you hook up with a girl with a wiener.
Why not?
I'm going to tell you why. Because some of them are so attractive, it's impossible, and so horny and so sexual, it's impossible to resist their charms.
Oh.
Because we see them, because a male, as a heterosexual, you see this petite, beautiful, and I'll tell you the best ones. The best ones are the Asians and the
Why do you know about all this?
I know everything about this.
All right, well, why do you know about all this stuff?
I'm about to tell you why.
Okay, tell me.
I'm going to tell you why I know about it.
Okay, tell me.
Because there used to be a bar in the city called Edwitzel's. And it was a transsexual hangout.
Right.
Greatest bar. The beautiful, beautiful women, 105 pounds soaking wet, tight little waist,
Right.
beautiful boobs,
Right.
incredible hair,
And they
perfect
were not
faces.
women.
They just had penises. But you would walk in, a guy that looks like me would walk in there, and they would kiss your neck, they'd stroke you.
But that's not really
What?
a woman.
Of course it's a woman.
It is a woman, and let me not say that. It is a woman.
What?
Because
Yeah.
because you're right. I stand to be corrected. Who am I to
That was
say anything
so
or
mean.
anybody?
You
No, it was
hate her.
not me. I'm not a hater.
Okay, so go ahead.
At all.
Okay.
I ain't even taking that on.
Okay.
So guess what?
What?
Okay. I'm saying that because there is a thing
The
that's
penis.
different.
The penis.
The thing that's different.
Yes.
Okay. There's a woman and there's a man.
Yes.
And then there's a man-made woman and man.
Yes.
And then there's the version
all
in your
smoke and
mind,
mirrors.
and
It's
there's a
all
version of
smoke
this.
and-
Who,
No,
I
it's
mean,
all
it is
smoke
what
and
it
mirrors.
is.
If you're with a
By the
full-
way,
and by
I
the
have
way,
nothing
Asian-
against anybody.
And by the way,
what anybody does or anybody prefers.
if you're a 110-pound Asian person,
Yes.
you're a girl. I don't care if you have a penis or not, because Asian people have no boobs anyway. So if you're
Now you see why I don't do interviews.
if you're
Go back to this.
if you're Asian, in my mind, you're a woman. I don't care what you do or what you are. You're a woman if you're 110 pounds.
Why?
Because that's so sexy. Don't you think?
110 pounds makes you sexy
Well, in my
when you're a
mind-
man or a woman?
Yes. If you're 110 pounds, you're automatically sexy. Yes.
What about young?
Well, it doesn't matter. I've been with 80-year-old women that are 110 pounds. It all comes around.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with being, and by the way, there's nothing wrong with being with an older woman.
No, there isn't. There's nothing wrong with anybody being with anybody. It's a preference, and it's everybody's preference.
And why shouldn't an 80-year-old woman be allowed to have sex?
Can I ask a question? Really quick?
Why
is everybody so concerned with what's going on with Eddie?
I'll tell you why.
And then
I'm going to tell you
everybody's done something in their life, and then everybody goes back to
right, because we only care about people that are rich and
famous and powerful.
Yes, and you got in the inner circle because everybody else is boring.
Why?
Because they're boring. We want to know about people that have money and that have fame. Because I'll tell you why.
And how
there's nothing better than chopping down a famous rich person. It is a joy beyond joy.
Why?
Do you buy food? Do you ever buy
yes.
food? When you're at the checkout counter, what do you see at the checkout counter? You see about 5 magazines, 6 magazines.
Right.
Each one says, this person sucks, this person
that.
Why do you think those covers are on there? Because people buy them. Why do people buy them? Because that's all we care about. Because our lives are so miserable and so sad.
Also miserable as company.
Of course. Our lives are so horrendous that we need to know that the people in the big rich castles
that made it
aren't any more miserable or happier than we are. And the only confirmation we get of that is the tabloids. Yes.
You've done celebrity gossip interviews. You've been doing this for a long time. When do you think this started? Because it wasn't like this, like in old Hollywood.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
No, yes and no. There used to be a magazine in the 50s called Celebrity Confidential. Mm-hmm. It was way ahead of its time. It was the first prototype of the Inquirer, of In Touch, and they did expose people. But there was an unwritten code, depending who you were.
Right.
A president of the United States would not get busted for having an affair. President Kennedy never got busted, and he slept with everybody.
Right.
So there were.
It's like the untouchables.
There were untouchables.
Right.
There were untouchables. But even back then, we were buying into it. Even back then, Joe DiMaggio, when he was married to Marilyn Monroe, was getting into fist fights with the paparazzi outside bars, just like they do now.
Right.
So
and then they pushed it under the carpet.
Walter Winchell was one of the first celebrity gossip reporters. He was tremendously famous, tremendously popular. He was the first one to really have a gossip column. He became so famous and so powerful. He could make or break a career.
Yeah.
There was a movie called The Sweet Smell of Success.
Right.
Did you ever see it?
No.
With Tony Curtis, Burt Lancaster.
Okay.
It was made during the late 50s. Sweet Smell of Success is about the relationship between a publicist and a magazine editor.
Right.
And how they work together to destroy lives and to make careers.
Right.
So it's always
make
been
or breaker.
It's always been that way.
When did it get really bad? The Inquirer.
It got really bad during a TV show called A Current Affair. Current Affair aired in the early 90s. Maureen O'Boyle was the host. Mm-hmm. Okay? That was on Channel 5.
Right.
It started off locally in New York, went national. That was the first TV show where they didn't care if the celebrity was upset. Right. Before that, you had to have a working relationship with the celebrity, with the publicist, with the movie companies.
Right.
They said, screw that. We're going to report the truth about these people and see if the public buys into it. Well, guess what?
It's like news almost, but it's like news has gotten.
That is the news. That is the news. That's what news is today.
But then they just started to go into a different direction where it became let's lie. We'll take 1% of the word and go here and there and there.
Let me.
That's why you just keep your mouth closed and you stay to yourself.
So we're interested in Eddie Murphy for obvious reasons.
Absolutely.
You know him in a way that nobody else knows him except for his wives. Did you want to marry him? Did he want to marry you when you were with him?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yes.
Both. Did you want to marry him or did you want to marry you?
We should ask Eddie about that.
I'm asking you.
Yes, Eddie wanted to marry me.
And why did you say no?
Probably just the life. You know?
You didn't want to get involved in that?
No, it's a lot. It's a lot. Mm-hmm. That world is a lot, and you trade off a lot.
You wouldn't find happiness in the world of Eddie Murphy.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. What I am saying is that there is so much to stardom. and everybody chases it, and everybody wants it. But there are huge, huge trade-offs.
Right.
Friends,
What was some of the trade-offs?
family, friends, family, going to the movies, going to the store.
Yeah, but he has
just being able to
he has
be-
his own movie theater.
Yeah, but so what? You
his
go every
friends
day
are
by
his
yourself?
friends are Michael Jackson.
Right, yes. Yeah, which I used to hang out and talk to all the time. But the bottom line is that what if you can't get Michael on the phone?
Well,
Who are you to talk to? Because then someone's going to take the information, they're going to run it, they're going to use it, they're going to abuse it, they're going to sell it, and everything becomes this encapsulated world. Sometimes it's not even really a choice. My world's been encapsulated
So you didn't
because of the involvement.
You didn't want to be involved in it on that level. You didn't want to get involved.
No, I'm not saying that I didn't want to get involved. I'm just saying that relationships go through the same exact thing that relationships go through. And you know what? Instead of having a fight and being able to have an argument, or somebody going somewhere and doing something, then it's public forum. So it makes it 10 times worse and 10 times harder. Do you understand?
Did you ever see Eddie Murphy cry? Comedians cry. We always see the funny side. Did you ever see him sad?
Do you know any humans that don't?
What did he cry about? Give me one example of Eddie Murphy crying.
I can't think of one. Me?
One time. No, not you. Eddie Murphy.
No, he cried over me.
Did he? Oh, when you left him, he cried. He begged you to come back.
We all cry.
Really?
We all cry over each other. This is called real
Tell me
life. Here, look. Does that hurt?
That belly did hurt, actually.
Okay, good.
Oh.
So here.
No, I'm not gonna hit
You
you.
feel
I'm
it?
not violent. What?
You feel it? I feel it. Human.
You're by the pool.
We're human.
Wait, you're by the pool in Eddie Murphy's complex. It's a Sunday afternoon. What do you see? Look around. Here we are. Let's go back. Let's look around the pool. What are we seeing? What are we seeing at the pool? What celebrities? Who are we looking at? Are we looking at, I don't know, Red Box, Chris Rock, Richard Pryor, Sylvester Stallone? Who's around?
Everyone.
They're all there.
No, not all in one given day. Your friends are your friends.
Did you ever sit by the
Stars
pool?
do hang out with each other. It's like,
His pool's
that's what they do.
his pool's got to be sick. How sick is his pool?
Sick.
Crazy ass pool.
It was called Bubble Hill.
Bubble Hill was the name of his pool.
No, his home. His
The home
estate.
was called Bubble Hill.
Everything. Eddie's World. Bubble Hill.
Did you
And
have?
that is open.
Did you have to
forum
wonder where to pee?
information.
Like when you have to pee and you're in Bubble Hill, is it like confusing? Like where do I go? There's so many bathrooms. Which one do I use today?
Yeah. Look at that.
Like you actually, I've never been. I don't know the house.
No, but of course, everybody knows where.
So
If you go
what
to a
bathroom was your
celebrity's house and
favorite?
it's big and
What
there's a
bathroom was your favorite of all the bathrooms? How many bathrooms were there? 12, 15,
Oh, God,
20?
I don't remember.
Were there over 20 bathrooms?
You know, I never counted bathrooms.
There were so many that you had to count them and you never even counted.
Yeah.
Like my house, it would take you 6 seconds to count the bathrooms. Like there were so many bathrooms that you never had the opportunity or the time to count them.
No.
So were there bathrooms you never peed in?
Of course.
So there were places in Eddie Murphy's house that you never got to use.
Yeah.
Isn't that? I would see that as a challenge. Like I would say, this week I'm gonna pee in every one of these bathrooms.
Really?
You know,
Like
Well,
a cat.
when
Like a
you're
cat.
in-
I'd
well,
be like a cat spreading my scent.
Maybe not.
Did you want to spread your scent in every bathroom?
No.
That would be my first thing.
Wow.
Did you ever walk around the house and just look at shit and just go, wow, look at this room, look at this room. And no one's home, and no one's home?
Eddie used to take me around and show me all the kinds of stuff because
Really?
he's very proud
What was the
of it.
coolest thing? Coolest thing in the house?
Which house?
The Englewood, Bubble Hill.
Oh, okay, Bubble Hill. All right, the coolest thing. Let me think. Probably anything that is associated with Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that is
What
his
was the
personal
coolest thing? So there's one thing I want.
Well, that was at another house.
Oh, what was that? Okay, where's the other house? Like, God knows where. Wherever.
Beverly Hills.
All right, what was the coolest thing you ever saw?
The sliding ceiling.
So he had a slide on the ceiling. You could slide into
No,
the bed.
the ceiling slid.
So
the whole thing
the
slid.
entire ceiling would
Just
slide.
would slide
And what would
off.
happen when it slid?
You could see outside and be
Oh, you were out
inside
in
your
the open?
house.
You out in the
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'd be in his bedroom and the
No,
entire
in
ceiling.
his living room.
Oh, so you're in his living room and all of a sudden it becomes your outdoors. The ceiling, like a stadium. If you're trying to get laid, how impressive is that? You say, excuse me 1 second. It's a nice night, and you hit a button, and the ceiling
How
opens up.
amazing is that?
Unless it rains.
Then you just close it.
This is how fast does it take? Does it take like 20 minutes?
No.
Quick.
A few seconds.
It's quick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty intense stuff.
Eddie Murphy is a lover, 1 to 10. 10 being the greatest lover ever.
How do we? Nah.
Oh, I don't care. Yes. I'll tell you how he was with me. When I was with Eddie Murphy, I would say Eddie Murphy was a 6. How is he with you? He was a 6 with me.
He was a 6 with you?
Yeah.
Oh, you just really didn't get it.
No. And I tried. God, I tried.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I put out.
10 and above.
With you? He was a 10?
10 and above.
Is that a black thing? Because all black guys are great lovers?
Well, you know, the sliding ceiling does help, you know, rose petals, kind person.
He's romantic.
He is a romantic.
Really?
Yeah.
See, if I had a sliding ceiling, there'd be no romance. That would be it. I'd be a big fat guy. I'd be a big fat guy like this, and I hit the button, and then I say something better happen. I just opened up my ceiling.
Yeah, well, you know, you get past that.
There'd be no rose petals.
There may have been those times in his life,
right,
but I didn't experience that. I experienced a connection and a different person, but you have to remember, I was in the formative years.
Right.
So I experienced all of the
what Eddie Murphy women...
I experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly.
You know the wives? You know the wives? You must hate the wives.
No, I don't care about them.
They must hate you. Oh, they must hate you because he...
That's perfectly fine.
I bet you they hate you.
Get on the list.
Really? Do the wives hate you? Which one hates you the most? They all do. Come on, tell me. Come on. You don't care about the wives.
I don't care.
I'll tell you what, I'll trade off. I'll make a deal with you. I won't say one more word about Eddie Murphy if you tell me about his wife.
Which one?
The most recent one.
He didn't really... Didn't they not get married? Yeah, they didn't get married.
Who's the one with the dumb kid? Which is the...
Dumb kid?
Yeah. Not the smart kid, the dumb kid.
Wait, but what? He has children with him. Yeah. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
There is a dumb kid, isn't there? Which is a dumb kid?
No, not a dumb kid.
He's like a special kid?
I don't know. Is there?
Does he have a kid with a helmet?
I don't know.
He wears a helmet all the time?
I didn't know that.
Just asking. How come you didn't have a child with Eddie Murphy?
Oh, I'm pleading the fifth there.
Really? Interesting. I see where you're going with this. So, all right. So, today, could you call him on the phone right now if you wanted to?
With a little bit of effort.
You could? Would he take your call? If you wanted to, if you needed to talk to Eddie tonight.
It really depends.
Yeah.
It really depends with Eddie. Eddie is a star.
He has a new movie coming out.
Eddie is a power star.
Right.
And I don't know if you saw the interview with what's Elvis's daughter?
Lisa Marie.
Yeah, Lisa Marie, when she was dealing with Michael.
Yes.
You know, and I know Michael in a few things, but you know, she put it best.
What'd she say?
When she was being interrogated, interviewed,
right.
And she said, and she's Elvis Presley's daughter.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. I do
and
know
she said, if he didn't take a call, we could be together, and this, that, and the other, and then he just didn't take a call.
Michael.
Right. And then you're in a relationship, and then one day
because you're not important because he's a narcissist and he only cares about himself and he doesn't care any problems.
Right, but
like
to
hear
someone say that and to see and to be able to understand the connection.
Who was her
of
interviewer?
her pain.
Who was the interviewer that got that kind of honesty out of her?
I think Oprah.
So how do I get this? How do I get this out of you? If you had a flat tire, would Eddie come and help you? If you're on Route 4,
right now?
Tire, yes. A mile he lives right down the street. He lives right down the street.
No, Alicia Keys bought the house with Sweet Peas. No,
he Alicia Keys lives in there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. You like her?
Yes. Beautiful woman.
Really?
Swiss Beat School, all up in the business.
What's the deal?
Fabulous people. Nothing bad to say.
What did you think of Michael Jackson? You hung out with him. What did you think of Michael Jackson? Honestly, he's dead. He's not going to care. Can't sue you.
A child. An innocent child.
Really?
What the
Did you like him?
The spirit I met.
Did you like him?
Yeah.
Or did you think he was creepy?
I didn't think he was creepy at all.
You liked him. Visually, was it?
Michael was almost like
did you get like douche chills when you looked at him? Visually?
Well, you just anybody that's got anything going on that is extraordinary, and guess what? 90% of the world is trying to catch up to it. So I guess if it was that weird, then why is everybody poking and prodding and doing all this stuff?
Yeah, but his nose was falling off his face.
Right. Because if you do too much of anything, it's too much.
Did that creep you out when you saw all that stuff and the eyes and the whole and everything? When you look at him, you don't.
Yeah,
even
but it's
see
Michael Jackson, so don't stare.
That's what I'm saying.
Or you're out of there.
Because it's Michael Jackson.
You don't stare.
You can't even look at his face.
You don't stare.
You still know you're staring.
Of course.
So what do? You look down?
No,
you look over his head. What do?
Keep it moving. You
gotta keep your head moving.
You keep it moving.
You gotta do like the Indian thing.
Hi,
keep your head moving.
Oh, by the way.
Just don't stare.
Just don't
Don't stop too long on one thing. Oh, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Thank you so much for that. That's what I love to hear. Chris Rock.
Yes.
Good friend.
Good friend.
How's he doing?
Fabulous.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was funnier? Chris Rock or Eddie Murphy when you were alone with them?
Wow.
Who's funnier?
That's a tough one.
Who's funnier?
It's like saying, who sings better, Beyonce or Celine Dion?
Who made you laugh harder? Who made you laugh harder?
I spent more time with Eddie.
Eddie made you laugh harder?
I spent more time with Eddie. So I've had much, much more time with him, which means that I have more time, space, reality of giggles.
Okay.
But I think Chris is friggin' brilliant, and Eddie does. And Eddie, if anybody doesn't know, did discover Chris Rock.
He did.
Gave him his chance. We did Boomerang together. We were in the movie together.
Are they competitive?
I've been in Boomerang with them. You had Martin Lawrence there.
You were in the movie Boomerang.
Yes.
Is that because you knew Eddie Murphy and you were dating him and all that stuff?
I got it all by myself.
Listen, with the head shake. Oh, I like that.
Even if I was dead, I did it on my own merit.
You were on the Cosby Show.
Yes.
What was your role on the Cosby Show?
Many different roles.
How was Bill? What's Bill Cosby like? On the set of the Cosby Show, was like a dad. Was he nice? Was he mean? What was he like?
To me, he was very endearing, and then it went to that power star thing. Same thing.
What did Bill Cosby do to you?
I'm not talking about it.
Really? So Bill Cosby traumatized you. What the hell did he do to you? You poor child. This is the time to come. This is the time. This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Part 2.
This is the part.
Part 3, part 4.
I'm gonna set your soul free. I'm gonna set your soul free tonight.
Yes.
You're in pain, child. Like this is where you're going to free yourself.
Yes.
What did that evil Bill Cosby do to you on the set of Cosby?
Probably just wait.
Did he hit you? Did he hit you? Did he hit you?
No, I can't say that.
Did he smack you in the head?
No.
Because you didn't get your line right?
No.
That's what happened. You flubbed the line and he smacked you in the back of the head.
No.
If he would have done it to me, I would have kicked him right in the nuts.
You know what?
What?
Some people are just too big and too powerful.
Really?
To mess with at this particular time.
Right. What's
because
that?
They really are.
I had a crush on. Who was the little Rastafarian one day?
And you know who saved me?
What?
Eddie.
He pulled you away from the Cosby Show. Is that what happened? He saw you on the Cosby Show?
No, we were dancing in a club and.
Really?
Yeah. That's another story that we.
You know who my favorite Cosby person was? The one with the dreadlocks.
Oh, Malcolm. Malcolm.
Not Malcolm.
Who?
You think I want to have sex with Malcolm?
No, you said.
I tell you I like to dress nice, and I want to have sex with Malcolm.
No,
Yes, the one
you
was
were
in
just telling me that anything
the one that was in
110 pounds of sex.
Malcolm was kind of a little obese. Let's be honest.
No, he wasn't.
He was obese.
Not on the show.
He was obese.
Like,
he had chubby cheeks. He was obese. He had double chin.
Well, he's a baby.
And he got fatter as the show went on. That's probably what ruined his career. No, I'm talking about the one that did the Devils. What's the one with Mickey Rourke? Devils. Andrew, come on. The Robert De Niro movie, Devils.
The
famous
Devil's
sex
Advocate?
scene. Devils. No, not Devil's Advocate.
Oh, I know.
Are we all idiots?
Oh my God,
how do we know the name
great.
of that movie?
I always think about that movie. I don't remember, but I know I love that movie.
Well, she's in a sex scene with Mickey Rourke.
Yes.
And it's the hottest in film history.
Oh my God.
And ever since
then.
And
they did it.
They did it.
They did it.
I know.
They did it.
They did it.
Yeah.
See, I had ever since
What's that
then,
called? Method acting.
See, since then.
You use whatever it is in this.
And what happened to her career? What happened to her?
She did it.
And that was the end of it.
And that was the end.
Because you can't slip your weight. You only slip your weight to the middle.
That's right.
You ever hear that saying?
No, but I didn't sleep my way anywhere because of that reason.
See, if you slept with me, think of the things that would happen in your career. Think you could be on this show like once a month.
You see? What's up with Eddie? I slept with Eddie and, you know, so there, I'll put it out there. So wait a minute. You know, they say if you go there and you're going to do it and you do it, well then, so he proved and disproved the theory immediately. So then why try with anybody else?
Well,
you think?
I'm a little more, first of all, I'm white.
Right, but you think?
I think that's might have been a problem. You just need to be with a white guy.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Look at this face. This is the problem.
This is
the problem. You need to be with this face.
Wait, didn't Lisa Bonet, she was married to Lenny Kravitz?
Yes.
Kravitz.
But
Lenny's well. See, I know.
What a
I know
delayed reaction that was.
I know a lot of people in this business and a lot of stars.
Yes.
And you know what?
What?
Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
I think how you deal with people is how people deal with you.
Right.
You know, and I personally, yes, there's been a lot of things now that looking back, they've done very wrong to me.
Famous, powerful men.
Famous, powerful people.
Celebrities.
Yeah.
Celebrities.
Stupid jerks. Okay? They've done a lot of wrong
Who's
things.
the biggest celebrity jerk?
And you know what?
Who's the biggest jerk? There's got to be one on top of your list. Who's in? Give me one of the top 3 jerks.
Right now.
One jerk. Give me the initials. How about the first? Give me the initials. Don't have to say his name.
The list is kind of long.
The biggest jerks in.
Now I understand it. I didn't understand it before.
Biggest jerks.
But now I get it.
Biggest jerks. First name initial. First name initial. You don't have to even say his last name. Biggest celebrity
I don't. My
jerk.
list isn't that long.
Only one. Just one. It was E, wasn't it? The letter is E. Yes, it is.
Well, you can.
Or was it B? It was B or E. The letter was B or E.
You know what? Listen. You know what?
We don't care about these guys.
Good.
Wait, you're a rapper too. So you perform.
I had the biggest rap deal given to a female soloist.
Really?
Yeah.
See, when I talk to you, I
Bob
don't see.
Krasnow gave that up, and he's
Really? I don't see a rapper when I talk to you. I can see you as a soul singer.
Oh, I know. And
you don't come across as a rapper to me.
Oh my God. You have no idea.
Can you freestyle? Can you?
Of course.
All right. Do it.
I find that love's blind when I take into mind to looking at the situations of mine when I be cooking. Check it, I'm insisting on a mental twisting. I know it hits here when I got you listening. Quick, fast, I hold you with a grip that lasts. I told you I'm gonna have a blast as I mold you. This is a trip through seduction. You stand seduced with my introduction. As you get used to the fact that I actually act in your favor, you'll be glad that what I gave you kinda enslaved you.
Wow, that was amazing.
Well, I was a rapper.
Are you African American?
I am of mixed origin.
That was no, that was incredible.
Well, thank you. I did get record deals because I was actually worthy of
That was
it,
actually really good.
not because of the boobs and the, you know, I.
That was actually real. Now I don't even look at you the same way anymore.
Oh, come on.
You never did that for me before.
No. There's a lot of secrets up in here.
Can you sing Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah, but you know, as a rapper, when you're a rapper,
what else can you do?
Oh my.
So you're an actress, a rapper, a business person, Eddie Murphy's ex, Bill Cosby's arch enemy.
No.
And who? What else do you do?
You know, I'm a spiritual advisor, and I'm a seer, and I've got the golden touch, and I can take you to the tippy top.
Try to think what you would look like with a shaved head. I think I like that.
I shaved half once.
Did you really?
It was like all the way around, and yeah, I did that once.
Yeah, you're very sexy. You have a great sexiness about you.
What, the rapper?
And you
All
don't
of a
even
sudden,
look
look
at
at
that.
you. Chauncey, you're like shook because I rap.
I'm like starstruck. That was pretty cool.
I had records.
What do you want to promote? Tell me something. Tell me websites. I want to know everything. If we wanted to learn more about you, where would we go?
Greg.com, and you know, that's what.
But how do you spell it? How do you spell Greg?
Grege, and it's all being changed right now. Everything in my life is being changed, and it's just time.
Whatever you, for God's sake, whatever you do, don't use Andrew as your web provider. He'll try and sell you. It's going to be a disaster. Don't do it.
You know, I think everything in life has a meaning and full circle. Listen, no, for real. Listen,
yes.
Full circle.
Yes.
And we all have benchmarks.
Yes.
And we all live and we learn.
Why do you have to go down this road with me?
Up.
Yes.
Then everybody goes down.
Yes.
And then there's that and it's game changers. Game changers. There's a lot of game changers going on out here. And when you sit back and you reflect,
Right.
and you're rich and famous and powerful,
Yes.
nobody ever thought on the way up
Yes.
that they were going to actually have to face and deal with some of those same people, because everyone was always untouchable. And now, no one's untouchable. No one.
Did you ever have a fist fight with someone?
Why?
Did you ever punch someone in the face? I'm trying to think how tough you are. Do you get violent? Like when you hate someone, do you?
No.
You never hit anybody? I got a feeling if you got mad, I think you could.
Somebody's hit me, but no.
I look at you as someone that could beat the crap out of someone if you wanted
No.
to. Really? Really?
No. Don't need to.
Think Eminem's attractive?
Excuse me?
Think Eminem's attractive?
What's that?
Eminem.
M&M's?
Yeah. Not the little candy, the
Oh,
actual white guy. That raps.
Oh, Eminem!
Eminem.
No, but I like his game and I like that whole thing and, you know, his story.
Who's
oh my
the
God.
most attractive man in the world, before I let you go? Who's the most attractive? And I know...
Sean Connery.
Don't say it's not true, please. Whatever you do.
Sean Connery.
Really? He beats women.
Oh, shit.
Did you know he beats women and he brags
No.
about it? He actually said...
Alright, so let's take that back.
In his culture in Scotland, men beat women.
Alright, let's pick someone else.
So you like white guys? Oh, I must drive you crazy.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
But
You like pale white guys?
I have a lot of different ethnicities than me. So
Who's your favorite race?
my favorite race?
Yeah, what's your favorite race?
Everybody has their own stuff going on.
I'll tell you my favorite race, you tell me yours.
Okay, tell me yours first.
Asian. Now you tell me yours.
Why that?
Because they all have great hair and they do fun. They like.
You know what you got
They
right
like
there.
anal beads.
Oh, they do a lot of.
They do a lot of that stuff.
Have you ever been in Japan?
No, but I've been to
Oh, I
Asian
used to live
wars.
there.
Really? What is it like?
There's a lot going
A
on.
lot of
there.
anal stuff going on.
There's a lot of everything.
I know,
going on.
I know.
It's very advanced, sexually, mentally,
everything. Mysterious.
They're just so.
That's
beyond.
right. So. Who do you like? Who do you like? Who's the best in bed?
Well, I haven't been with that many people, so if I've been with that many people, then I'm going to judge it all. Maybe I should go down a list.
Of all the nationalities you've been with, which one is the best?
No
country's gonna go to war over it. You don't. No country's gonna get upset
You don't
with you.
have any idea. No.
Fine. All right. I want to thank.
No.
I want to thank Greg, and I was gonna say Murray, but now I'm gonna say Morris. I'm never gonna call you Murray again. Never.
Isn't it Irish?
It's over. It's over now.
Irish.
The whole Murray thing. Thank you for coming on the show. What's your website again?
Greg.com. Grege.
You're gonna write a book about Eddie Murphy?
I'm going to write a book about my life and how I have impacted others in a very, very good way. They've impacted
Who should
me.
be the most afraid of the book? Who's gonna have a heart attack when they hear you writing a book? Who's gonna sue you first? Who's gonna sue you first?
Eddie is the most powerful. And, well, I can't really say that because then you have Chris Rock and people like that. But I don't have anything, that...
Who should be most afraid?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Bill Cosby and Eddie Murphy. Bill Cosby for beating you up as a child, which I can't believe he did, which is awful. And the fact that Eddie Murphy made you have sex with Asian men.
He didn't. And he didn't. But you know what? Listen.
Wink your left eye twice if he made you do bizarre sexual things with Asian men. That's what I thought. We'll be back. We'll be back next week. I want to thank you, my guest, Greg Morris, for coming on the show. And you've been listening to the Chaunce Hayden Show on the GFQ Network. We'll be back next week.